Okay, moving on to the Euro Japanese yen now. Been kind of struggling really to get any kind of view on this particular pair. I mean, overall we are bearish. We're bearish on the daily. Uh, we're bearish on the daily until we remove that 131.02 level. Bearish on the weekly until we remove the 138.46, and bearish on the monthly until we remove the 145.20. So I mean, the Bulls have a long way to go before they could really get any kind of control in this market, and I mean that would firstly come at that 131.02 break on the daily chart, but I still kind of see, obviously we broke this lower bat support, we went through the trend continuation point. We've still not actually even made it to the first target, which was down there at 119. We had a weekly support level down here at 119 as well, which we didn't make either. And I mean, currently we're just kind of bouncing. We've had a bounce off of these two levels now over the past couple of weeks. We've bounced off of the 125.22, and now we've found support down at that 121.41 level. So we're just kind of in between this range here. I mean, looking for levels, I mean, we had this big consolidation period for a while here since sort of early 2009, just really did nothing on the weeklies, and we finally had the sort of breakout of that level. And I mean, the initial break of this double thrust level wasn't retested, so there is still the possibility that we could come up and retest this area and then even head lower from there. I mean, that would still keep us below this 131.02 level, and as we've seen in the Aussie dollar, we can still get quite close to the bat resistance level and then fall off from there. So yeah, so I mean that's going to be kind of the only kind of scenarios I can see here. It's as I say, it's quite tough to really pick any kind of direction on this. I would certainly, I mean, overall, as we're bearish on all time frames, I mean, I would certainly be looking to sell any kind of strength, any kind of signals. As I said before, I was waiting for this TDF sell setup to come, but it ended up just being a pretty flat sort of formation. 8 and 9 went the high. Once the TDF bar came, it was close to some strong support, TDST support down there. So I just wasn't really too convinced about it. So I just sort of still never did anything here. But yeah, if we can make, we're on the second bar here. I mean, if we can make a proper sort of a good thrust higher on a proper sort of 9 count, and we stay below that 131 level. Maybe if we make a 9 count up towards, like that monthly level 126.95. If we get a daily count up to that 126.95, that should, that would be a good area to sell, which is pretty much the trend continuation point as well. The last sort of big drop off here. So yeah, if we could make any kind of 9 count up there on the dailies, then that could bring about an opportunity to get involved. But this one's just been a wee bit more sort of tricky. I mean, the time to get involved was up here before we went through the trend continuation point. So at the moment, it should really just be a kind of a consolidation and a kind of a wait and see on how this one pans out. But at the moment, anyway, again, just really not too much going on here at the moment. So we'll just watch and see if we can get anything developing here. Okay, cheers.